Hello and welcome to this latest episode of the Fully Book Coach podcast. I'm your host, Daniel Poulter, and I'm actually not just recording the podcast right now, I am live on Instagram. So I'm trying to do both at the same time. Don't know how this is going to go down. Natalie's here, whether it's briefly or for the episode. So that's pretty cool. But in today's episode and then today's live video, I'm going to be teaching you 5 ways to go from 0 to 3K consistently per month. This is stuff that I've been teaching to my clients inside the mastermind, and this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be going through with the guys inside the academy. So take notes, ask questions, comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment on YouTube. If you're watching it on Instagram, comment on Instagram. But let's dive in. So before I get started, so you need to understand, with the podcast right now, I'm giving away £100 cash in the month of November for anyone that takes a screenshot, puts this on their story, any part of this, and tags me. That's all you got to do to enter. I'm going to collect everyone that does it. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to choose someone at random and just send them £100 cash. Ideally to put towards your education or towards investing in your business, or just spend it on what the hell you want. I don't really mind. £100 cash, get involved. So the question is, do you ever feel like all of these other coaches on Instagram seem to be making 5K, 10K, or even 20K a month, and you'd just be happy making a consistent income of 3K per month? Or maybe you started making 3K a month and you want to find a repeatable way of doing it. Okay, that this episode's for you. Okay, so number 1, so write these down. Number 1 of 5, become a specialist. Specialists get paid the most money. Do not be a generalist. One of my favorite quotes on this as well is, in order to be exclusive, you have to exclude. So the first thing you need to write down, your first thing you need to understand is you need to become a specialist. You can't be a generalist that just works with everyone. An example of this is being scared, being afraid to put in your Instagram bio or in your bio as a PT on the PT board in the gym, saying that you do fat loss and muscle building. You do strength and rehab. You work with men and women and old and young. And I get it. If you're in the beginning, you're just getting started, the typical go-to thing is to say that you work with everyone. But trust me, you will still get people that come to you for things that you say you don't do. But the ones that do see you and do come to you for your specialism, they will be the most qualified, the best candidates, the best prospects to work with. So if there's a mission that you're already on right now, if you know who you want to serve, if you're a mum that wants to help other mums, don't be afraid to put that in your bio. If you're a guy that just likes helping other guys get shredded for holidays or summer or getting a 6-pack, then put that in your Instagram bio. At the end of the day, if you're still working as a PT on the gym floor, you're still going to get clients of any age coming up to work with you. If you're smile, if you're friendly, if you get out there, if you speak to people, if you help people, if you pick up weights, if you spot people without being asked, you're going to get clients anyway. But become a specialist, especially when you're online. So go look at your Instagram right now. You can do this while I'm here right now or off the back of listening or watching this. Go onto your Instagram and audit your content and ask yourselves, am I coming across a specialist in anything, or am I just another generalist? Okay, number 2, document before you create. This is a Gary Vee thing, okay? And I'm a big Gary Vee fan. Sometimes things he says are a bit out there, but this is one of the best things I've ever heard him say. Document before you create. So many fitness coaches, whether they're trying to build their business in person or online, are out there right now stressing out about creating content. Okay, what content shall I create? Who shall I create it for? What's the best content to create? How do I create better content? Okay, don't stress. Document what you're doing. And when I say document what you're doing, in the simplest form, be the person that someone else would want to be. Be that attractive character. Show people what you eat for breakfast, what you eat for lunch, what you eat for dinner. Try and think of all those things that you do on a daily basis that has got you into incredible shape, either aesthetically, mentally, fit, strong, healthy, happy. Share that stuff. Just document it. This is what I have for breakfast and why. This is how I built my legs and why. And this is the 5 exercises I did. just document the stuff that you're doing already on a daily basis and stop stressing about creating content. And that will help you start to generate money consistently into your business if you're just documenting your own journey. And here's the thing, when you are documenting your own journey, the level up from that is making sure that you are documenting your journey in a way that you're sharing the way you've done it. Okay. And getting vulnerable and going deeper than just the surface level content. So, talk about the hardest day in your life and why, and what you learned from it, and what's a takeaway that someone can do. And the other thing to understand is when you're documenting, you've got shitloads of content. You don't even have to look for content because you are the content. You don't have to create the content. You just need to know that you've achieved the thing that someone else out there is struggling to achieve. And what you need to understand, final point in this matter, is when it comes to documenting what you've done, don't think that even if you're not yet in your best shape, let's say you're a brand new fitness coach and you're still getting into shape, as long as you are leaner or fitter or stronger than you used to be, you are quite likely a step ahead from someone who is still where you were 6 months ago, 6 years ago. So just document before you create. And that's what's going to help you start making 3K a month. As you build that, people will reach out to you and they want to work with you because they're going to see something in you that they find attractive, and they're going to want to work with you on that basis. So number 3, run free challenges. Okay. One of the first things I teach the guys that come and work with me, especially for those inside the academy, is running a free challenge. Okay. If you run a free challenge, you instantly speed up the rate in which you get social proof. And considering most fitness coaches, when they begin, they say to me, oh, but Dan, I don't have hundreds of transformations. I don't have hundreds of testimonials. I don't have hundreds of before and afters or video testimonials. No problem. No stress. Run a free challenge. 7 days, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks if you have to. I hate nowadays that certain fitness business coaches make it out that you don't do things for free anymore. That's how we all started. We all ran a free challenge. We all got our mate on board for free. We all brought people in for free. That's how it was done back when we started. And it works. So here's how you do it. You think of an outcome. You think of a time period, something realistic. Hey, who wants to drop 4 kilos in the next 4 weeks before Christmas? Who wants to be part of my free 4-week fat loss challenge? You can run this in the gym. You can run it as a group in the gym, or you can run it online for your Instagram, or you can get a combination of the two. No stress. Run it for free. Instantly, even within the first couple of days, people are saying, oh my gosh, man, day 1 was amazing. Oh, I'm feeling so good on day 2. You get to Wednesday. Hey, everyone share your biggest win. It's Wednesday. What's your biggest win? Screenshot, stick it on your story. Guess what happens then? You've now got social proof. And people will consistently see you sharing your social proof thinking, shit, this guy's got clients now. Because I guarantee I go onto your Instagram right now and it's just selfie or breakfast or it's workout videos from you, but there's no social proof. And at the end of the day, you have to understand social proof is one of the pillar pieces of content. There's 3 types of content, and I won't get into that. I'll do that on another podcast. But one of them is always going to be social proof. If you're not proving that you are good at doing the thing you say you do, it doesn't matter how much expertise you share, how vulnerable you are, all of that other stuff falls down. At the end of the day, if you go onto if you want to work with me, I've got hundreds of testimonials in my highlights and on my website and on my funnels, because I know that ultimately, guys, you're not going to want to work with me if I haven't proved that not only have I done the thing I say I do, but I can also get other people to do the thing I say I can help them with. So social proof through free challenges. Okay, 2 more to go. I appreciate you guys hanging on, especially the guys watching live. I hope you're enjoying the episode. Number 4, sell programs, not packages. Okay, fitness coaches on the gym floor. This is like one of the biggest mistakes I see, but it's so easily fixed. And likewise for the online coaching crew as well. You need to sell programs, not packages. Example, you're currently selling a block of 12 sessions, a block of 4 sessions, a block of 16 sessions, a block of 8 sessions. The simple switch that you can make that instantly turns your program or your package, into a program, and turns your package from being low value to high value is you turn it into a program with an outcome. Let me give an example. You've got a 12-week, 12 pack of PT sessions. Well, why don't you turn that into your 12-week fat loss program where you give them weekly check-ins, Zoom calls, WhatsApp support, My PT Hub, Trainerize, whatever app you use. And guess what? You also get one session a week where you meet with me in person. Funny that. So all you've done now is flipped it on his head. Instead of putting all the weight, all the value in what you do into the physical sessions, you start with all the other stuff they get, both online and in person, and then you result in an outcome. Hey, Dave, you said to me that you want to drop 10 kilos. Amazing. You should be part of my next 12-week fat loss program. Here's how it goes down. You explain all the benefits. You don't get into the features because that's not how we sell anymore. And at the very end, you then explain how often you see them. So you lead with the outcome. We're going to drop 10 kilos in 12 weeks as part of my fat loss program, not my boring block of 12 that nobody cares about. Because then they just see it as they're just exchanging their money for these credits for these PT sessions that don't mean anything, rather than buying into an experience with an outcome attached to it. So you've got to start selling programs, not packages. And for the online crew, and if you also do online coaching as well, instead of selling your boring online coaching program, give it a name. Give it a name that involves an outcome. Is it becoming limitless or unstoppable? Is it the Bulletproof Academy? Is it the Unstoppable? Like, give it a name. Give it some life. Or is it the Busy Mum Squad that I've seen before that works really well? Or is it calling out a certain audience? But with your marketing, online or in person, you have to jazz it up, guys, because people don't want to buy your boring package. They want to buy a program and they want an outcome. Okay, fifth, but not the least important, probably arguably the most important. So number 5, okay. Sell your coaching like a membership team. For the month of November, if you're watching this right now in November, or any month for that matter, you need to understand that in a David Lloyd, a Nuffield, a big box gym right now in Gymbox, they would have scrubbed down the whiteboard in October. And for anyone here that works in a gym, you know exactly what they do. They go in, they scrub it down, they've done their closeout, they scrub down their board, they chalk up their numbers, they set their goals for their team, and they work doggedly, hard, graft, push, work hard for the entire month and say, we are not going to give up until we hit X goal. So I challenge you, if you want to start earning 3K a month consistently, write it down on a Post-it note and stick it up on your mirror when you brush your teeth every morning, or change the wallpaper on your laptop to 3K, or change the wallpaper on your phone so you see it every day, and have that number in your mind every single day as you go through this next month, whatever month you're watching or listening to this in. And I guarantee your entire work ethic will change and elevate and shift to another level, because it will actually be at the forefront of your mind for once. So many people talk about wanting to get fitter. Well, how fit? I want to lose weight. Well, how much weight? Well, if you're saying that to your fitness clients, I'm saying it to you. You want to grow your business by how much? I want to earn more money. How much money? Get specific. And once you've got specific, guys, you have to then get it somewhere where you can see it every day. If you write down your goal, I want to earn 3K this month, 5K, 10K, 1, whatever it is, pick a number. Just pick a number right now. Don't procrastinate. Just pick a number. Don't overthink it. Just pick a number. Pick a number and then say, and then chop off 20% just for the sake of being realistic. Pick your number for this month, write it on a Post-it note, change your wallpaper on your phone, and work doggedly, head down towards it. And on the 15th of the month, halfway through the month, ask yourself, are we halfway there? Example, you want to make 3K this month. Great. So when you get to the 15th of the month, if you haven't earned 1.5K, then you're not on target. You're below your run rate. You need to go hard with your attracting new clients and converting them. You maybe have to let coaching delivery drop a little bit. Okay. And that might just have to be the hit you take to get the attraction, bring people in, convert them, and then get back on track. And then you can turn your attention to delivery. But here's the thing. If you get to halfway through the month and your goal is 3K and you've banked 2K, well, maybe you can take the pedal off a little bit for your content and your lead gen and focus a bit more on the guys you've got. But if you don't have these numbers, guys, if you're not looking at your business in this way, like I do with the guys inside the mastermind and the academy, I promise you, you're always going to struggle. Like a fitness client who's always trying to lose weight, but they've never actually said, well, I want to lose 10 kilos in 10 weeks and I'm going to work as hard as I can to get there. And I'm not going to give up until I stand on that scales in 10 weeks time and it says 10 kilos down. So that's it. That's all for today's episode. 5 ways. Okay, so we're going to recap. Become exclusive and be willing to exclude. That's number 1. Number 2 is people buy from people. Okay, so document, don't create. And then we're going to go number 3, stack your social proof, free challenges, screenshots. Guys, you can take screenshots from your friends. You could call your friend and say, hey, I just want to talk to you about your fitness. Like, let me give you some advice. Get off the phone, say, hey, I hope that was helpful. Your friend says, yeah, that was amazing. Screenshot, stick it on your story. Did you help them? Yes. Is that true and authentic? Yes. Is that a legitimate piece of testimonial social proof? Yes. Stick it on your story. Stick it in your story. Stick it in your highlights. Okay. Number 4, sell outcomes. Stop selling your boring packages. No one is interested. And number 5, close out November like a gym, or close out whatever month, remembering with the podcast, you might be listening to this in January 2024. Close out this month. Promise me right now, I ask you to just do me one favor. Right now, make this commitment right now to me, to yourself, to whoever you're working for, your friends, your family, if you've got kids like me, your son, your daughter, whoever, that this month is going to be the month that 1, you have a clear income goal that you're going to work towards. And you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to serve and help as many people as I can to make this happen. And secondly, you're going to write it down on a post-it note or somewhere where you put it in sight. And you're going to look at it every single day. And tell me at the end of this month, if you do this, that it didn't cause you to level up. It didn't cause you to work harder. It didn't cause you to create more content more consistently, do more follow-ups, more lead gen, generate more referrals, get more testimonials. It didn't cause you to deliver a better service, to entice people to refer their friends. Tell me, let me know, but do me that favor. And follow me on Instagram if you're not here on the live, at Fully Booked Coach. Any questions off the back of this, DM me or leave a comment on the live video on Instagram. But I'm really loving these podcast episodes. I really think this is something that I've massively neglected over time, but I'm really enjoying it. And even better now if I can double up and do a live as well. Because side note, just before we sign off, I'm about to go. Not only am I now creating a podcast that's going to go on Anchor and spit out on Spotify and iTunes, where you might be hearing it, I'm going to then take the footage and put it on YouTube. And then I'm now doing an Instagram live. So I'm now killing 3 birds with 1 stone. And I'll probably chop up the live into micro content that can go on TikTok, LinkedIn, and somewhere else. Crazy. Anyway, that's all, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Any comments on Instagram live, drop them below. And here over on the podcast, I'm going to end it here. And I will catch you on the next episode. Screenshot for £1,000 cash in the month of November 2022. Cheers, guys.